It's summer. We're doing more stuff than normal. We need more energy. We need to feel good. We need to be able to make all of our summer plans, of which we have so many. We can't have a complicated routine getting in the way.
Sounds like you need a groon. I'm hearing you speak these words, but I'm like, Bobby, you need a groon.
I know. Groons make staying healthy simple. One daily pack of gummies covers my greens, my vitamins, and prebiotics, so I can just enjoy my summer. Groons are a convenient, comprehensive formula in one delicious daily pack of gummy bears. This isn't a multivitamin, a greens gummy, or a prebiotic. It's all of those things and then some at a fraction of the price of buying separate supplements. And bonus, it tastes great. You receive a daily pack of gummies because you can't fit the immense amount of nutrients Groons does into just one gummy, making health feel like a treat. It's nice to just pop a gummy instead of mixing powder with water in ways that could be clumpy and unappetizing. Mm-hmm. It includes 6 grams of prebiotic fiber, which is 3 times the amount of dietary fiber compared to the leading greens powders. Rest assured, Groons ingredients are backed by over 35,000 research publications, so save up to 52% off with code WHO at Groons.co. That's code WHO, W-H-O, at GRUNS.co.
You or Dreamer?
Yo, they wanna know.
Hey. Hey. Come on. Hey. I want to be famous.
Hey hooligans, we're on vacation this July, so all month long we're releasing some of our favorite episodes from the past 10 years of Who Weekly. We hope you enjoy this trip down memory lane, and if you want new episodes, head over to our Patreon at patreon.com/whoweekly or get the audio only on Apple Podcasts. We've got special guests for subscribers all month long.
We'll be back to our regularly scheduled programming in August. Crunch, crunch. See you soon.
Welcome to Who Weekly, the podcast where you'll learn everything you need to know about celebrities you don't. And this is episode whatever of Who's There. I'm Bobby Finger.
And I'm Lindsay Weber.
And we're going to answer some of your calls today because we get so many good calls. Let's get into the first call.
Let's do it.
Hey, Who Weekly. Can you tell me who Calum McSwiggan is? I tried to click a link and read about him, but I saw the words gay YouTube star and blacked out. Thanks. Also, good form, Bella Thorne.
Well, I'm so glad that people are good forming because I am looking forward to whatever you decide to do with that collection of good forms.
We got so many good ones, and it will definitely premiere next week, but oh my god, we have so many good ones.
Yeah, for sure.
First of all, regarding Calum McSwiggan, he has a horrible name, and yes, he is a gay YouTuber, which it makes perfect sense that you were turned off by it. It's awful. There are so many gay YouTubers.
I don't know this at all. Like, I don't know anything.
There are so many gay YouTubers, and they will sink you into a very deep depression.
Can I ask you something? Is it Calum or Colum?
I think it's Calum.
And then another question. Had you heard of him before this happened? Like, had you seen one of his... Oh, yes. You are embarrassing.
I had heard of him because you know our friend Richard is obsessed with YouTubers.
Yes, Richard Lawson of Vanity Fair, who is one of the foremost, he's very begrudgingly an expert of YouTube stars.
So he sent me a link to one of Calum's videos, I would say 3 months ago, and was like, have you heard of this person? Get ready. So I watched a few videos, and they're a nightmare. But one of the reasons he's particularly notable...
What's his, thing? What does he do?
Well, here's the thing. Most of the gay YouTubers have only one thing, and it is, we are gay, and we are usually, for the most part, white. And we are usually, for the most part, completely uninteresting.
Hello, my name is Calum, and welcome back to my classroom. This is Gay Sex 101, and today we're talking about penis size. Hello, my name's Calum, and welcome back to my classroom. This is Gay Sex 101, and today we're learning how to have painless anal sex. Foreskins. What are they for, and why are so many people afraid of them?
This is Jack, and Jack is a straight man, and today he's going to have a little look at my nudes.
But this guy's one shtick is that... And I don't know where this happens in the chronology of Calum McSwiggan's YouTube career, but the thing that he's most notable for now is that he, soon after he started becoming a YouTube personality, he doesn't have a huge number of subscribers. He has a few, tens of thousands. He was found out by his fans or by someone who saw him as being not a porn star, but one of those guys who does like a
like
cam
sexy
guy.
modeling.
Cam guy? No,
Yeah.
like he would do like gay shit on webcam.
Ooh.
And so
Scandalo.
someone found a video of him like having sex with, like, I think he's in like a threesome. It's like a group sex thing.
What?
And
his website is Eat Gay Love. I just saw that.
Yes. And so if you go to his YouTube, which is, again, youtube.com/user/eatgaylove, you will see the most popular video that he ever uploaded is called I Did Gay Porn and I'm Sorry. And it's very and so he turned it into this like very sex positive thing, like sex work is fine, and it worked out for him. And it's like,
funny because like since that video, was he always out, or was that then he came out? Okay, because literally all of his YouTube videos are the gay agenda,
Lindsay,
straight
that's
guy
what all
reacts
gay
to my
YouTubers
nudes.
do.
Big gay quiz, gay sex 101, penis size. Oh my god.
I do not want to send you more to prove that this is prototypical of what gay YouTubers do, because you will want to jump
coming
off a
out
bridge.
to grandma.
But I swear to you, everyone does this. This is why I don't understand why any of them get famous, because they all do exactly the same thing. So anyway, if you look at his recent uploads, 2 weeks ago, he posted a video that I refused to watch about him reacting to the Orlando nightclub shooting, which, you know, not knowing what we know now is probably like, you know, good. Thank you for talking about this. I'm glad you made this video, whatever. But the reason he's in the news today, and the reason this caller probably called in, is because Calum McSwiggan, I hate saying his name, was at VidCon over the weekend.
You said it wrong.
Calum McSwiggan. God. Who cares? Calum McSwiggan was at VidCon.
Yeah.
Cal. I'll call him Cal, like Billy Zane.
Okay.
Cal. So Cal goes to VidCon, and after VidCon, which is in it's in Anaheim, I believe.
Who
and
cares?
So he was in West Hollywood with his friends, and this is all documented because YouTubers document their lives more than even normal people.
He was at the Abbey in West Hollywood with his friends and fellow YouTubers.
The night of, they're, you know, Instagramming photos of themselves, like ready to go out, and his horrible friend, someone pointed this out on Twitter, I think it was Carrie O'Donnell on Twitter, Cario on Twitter, if you want to follow him, was like, oh, his friend, this girl he was with, is the type of person who says, about to go out with my gays. So this is the type of people we're dealing with. Anyway, he's out. A few hours later, he Instagrams a photo of him in what appears to be a hospital room, saying that he has been the victim of a hate crime, and he was beat up in West Hollywood by people who hate gay people, which is shocking and terrible, especially given recent events. So, that's one part of the story. Then things get complicated because the LAPD releases a statement that says, hold up, because we picked this guy up for vandalizing a car. Here's his mugshot. And then when he got to use a phone, we saw him beat himself up with a phone to make it look like he was injured.
I can't. And he posted a selfie of him in the hospital, and he's wearing a bracelet in this amazing Twitter account. Have you seen this Twitter account? It's the Gay Burn Book, has a picture of him, and then it zooms in to his like, it looks like a hospital band, but it's actually the band you get when you get arrested. It has his booking number on it. If you look up the number, it says like his bail and the felony and like everything. Yeah.
So
it's so juicy.
He places bail, and his friends are still saying that, you know, it happened. We saw him get fucked up. We saw him crying. And now we don't know what's going to happen yet. We're still in the middle of things. I'm sure we'll know more by the full episode on Sunday. But the most recent thing
we will never be talking about this ever again, as if we are ever going to talk about this again.
The most recent thing that Calum said was, I've been told to say nothing before court tomorrow, but staying silent here is killing us. If you're a friend, just DM me for the truth. Anyway, that's what happened. That's Calum McSwiggan. Cal. I can't think of Cal without hearing, I put the diamond in the coat. I put the coat on her.
I put the diamond in the coat. I put the coat on her.
Oh my god. Well, they're both evil, so it works out well.
I know.
And I think actually Cal from Titanic was probably in the closet, so it works out.
Did you read that thing from Billy Zane? He's a Who. We can talk about this, where he said that people remember Cal unfairly. and that he wasn't that bad. And then he says in this interview, Cal was no iceberg. Anyway, Billy Zane trying to stay relevant.
Wait,
Let's move
he's
on.
trying to say that the evil character was better than the iceberg that sunk the Titanic?
He was like, Cal wasn't as bad as the iceberg.
That's actually kind of funny. He's right.
Also, Cal beat up Rose. Anyway,
I know.
I can't turn this into a podcast about Titanic.
Why not?
I would love to, but...
Okay, so we can move on.
Hi guys, this is Rick calling from the Netherlands, which is a kind of a Who country, I guess, maybe. A few weeks ago you mentioned Becky G, and I was wondering if you are aware of this, kind of the reason that I know who she is, which is the Becky G curse, which is a really dumb thing that I find really funny. Oh, and before I forget, good form, Bella Thorne. Bye!
Love this. Love that Netherlands is a Who country, because that is totally true. I very much respect you for acknowledging your own country's Who-dom. This is great because this was a call referring to talking about Becky G, who we talked about. Mm-hmm. I didn't know this. And so I didn't either. I super appreciate, because I think we're just going to have to list these out for other people who didn't know.
That's why we had to talk about it. It's so funny.
So this is a thread on that really, it's kind of like for fans, it's like the Oh No They Didn't, pre Oh No They Didn't, message board for fans. It's called ATRL.
Really
how do you even pronounce, what do people call it? Artrol?
I've never heard it said out loud, so.
Me neither. Okay. But people love it, and it's it's basically the home to some of the best pop music chatter ever on the internet, and goes far back. Anyways, he sent us this link that is discussion, 13 new curses, list the Becky G curses. So apparently Becky G and everyone surrounding Becky G is cursed, and here are the reasons why. Should I just go through them? Because they're funny.
You have to just read. You have to read them. We'll link to the exact thread online to give them credit, because it's so funny.
It's so funny. So this is a member called Starships, whose icon is a Fifth Harmony, which is perfect. Just a girl from Fifth Harmony, dancing.
And it's from the newest video. So this person really keeps their avatar up to date.
Yes.
I love it.
And this was posted in 2013. Okay. Number 1, Miley almost dead exactly a year after tweeting Becky G. Number 2, Kesha flopping hard after Becky G remix Die Young. Number 3, ever since Becky G was announced as the opening act for the Prismatic Tour, Katie's singles flopped. Number 4, oh, this one is so good, I can't even.
This one's great.
The Notorious B.I.G. died exactly a week after Becky G was born. That is the rudest coincidence. Number 5, J-Lo flopping after making a cameo in Becky G video. Number 6, Cher Lloyd flops hard after Becky G was featured on her song. I don't know if that counts, because
you don't need
Cher
Becky
Lloyd,
G to help Cher Lloyd flop.
The next, I already forgot number we're on. 7? 7. Shakira underperforming after Becky G attended Shakira's listening party. This is the biggest.
Not even appeared on a Shakira track. Attended Shakira's listening party.
Hey, she's a curse. A curse is a curse. Okay. The moment Britney tweeted Becky G was the moment she stopped having top 10 hits. Carmen follows Becky G and their album doesn't make top 30. Tragic.
Also doesn't need Becky G's help to be a flop, but still.
The next one is wild. The next one is
Becky G. Bonnie McKee.
Becky G performs at the same Summer Splash Festival as The Wanted, Ariana, Sammy Adams, I don't know who that is, Bonnie McKee. Weeks later, Ariana suffers from a serious vocal hemorrhage. The Wanted split up and are almost killed by a homeless person. Sammy Adams' album is cut down on EP, and Bonnie McKee's album is pushed back and singles flopped. This isn't over.
It's so good. There are 4 more.
Becky G starred in Smurfs 2. The movie bombed at the box office and lost Sony Pictures millions. Becky G and Kelly Osbourne starred in Bonnie's American Girl lip sync video. Kelly puts on a stone. Okay, you could tell this person's British. Kelly puts on some weight and is forced to check into obesity rehab.
Also, obesity rehab isn't a thing.
Not a thing. Becky G's Vivo uploaded a video of her dancing to Happy, and then a woman.
Read the whole thing the listeners didn't hear.
Becky G's Vivo uploaded a video of her dancing to Happy, and then a woman died listening to Happy. When did this happen? Okay, I need. Can I get some receipts for that one?
Can we get some receipts for many of these?
The last one is really, really good. Ciara performs at an event hosted by Becky G. Her album misses #1 spot by a surprise release from Jay-Z. And I'm Out misses the top 40 due to not being on iTunes the week the video premiered. She becomes too pregnant to release a video for Overdose, ending the era abruptly. I love that, like, the people that flopped are some of these names are just, like, people that always flop. Like Ciara flopped because she is one, not because, like, Becky G, like, was hosting an event that she performed at.
Yeah, and Carmen flopped because they're, like, a stain on culture.
I must say, though, this is very, very accurate, very true, and Becky G is a curse.
Hey, Bobby and Lindsay. This is Katie in DC. I am big fan, stuck on the couch with a cold and catching up on my hot goss. And I have no idea who Sky Ferreira is. Sky Ferreira. I've seen her name before, and there's all this drama with LA Weekly. But I have no idea who she is. I didn't recognize her. I don't know if I'm supposed to know her. Any help would be greatly appreciated. Thanks, bye.
Bobby, how do you pronounce this woman's name?
First of all, let's listen to Sky say it.
Hi, it's Sky Ferreira. You're watching.
I'm sorry,
Hi, it's Sky Ferreira.
You pronounce her name with a really deep vocal fry, essentially. It's like, Sky Ferreira.
First of all, I'm Sky Ferreira's #1 fan.
And I'm her #2 fan.
I love Sky Ferreira, and
Nighttime, My Time was the best album of the year that it came out.
Oh, absolutely.
It was
2013.
so good. Anyways, you know,
so Sky Ferreira,
Sky
Ferreira has been like a hustling pop star since like 2008, 2009. She was one of those teens who started on MySpace, and then she got discovered. Then she was trying to go into acting and modeling. I mean, just look at her Wikipedia. But what happened? So the reason she's famous, the reason she's a who and not a them, is because she was this up and coming pop star in like 2011. She releases this EP that does okay, but then the really good EP, which is called Ghost, comes out in 2012, and it has this great song, which you probably heard, Everything is Embarrassing. So because of that, she gets this album deal with Capitol Records, and they're like, you're our priority, we're going to give you an album. It doesn't come out for a while, and when it comes out, it's after she's already been involved in this weird scandal where she was arrested for drug possession, and then her boyfriend, like, I think she had pills of some kind, and then her boyfriend had heroin, or some guy she was with. So she's in this scandal. She's kind of this sad.
She's definitely, the heroin thing is
alarming.
Maybe still a thing, and also a thing with her that is like continuing forever.
Right. So she has a bit of this alarming behavior with regards to who she hangs out with and what she has been in trouble with the law for. But then when her actual album comes out, it's wonderful and it's really well reviewed, but it flops because the rumor is Capitol Records wanted nothing to do with her after this contract. They were contractually obligated to release this album, and then once they did, they didn't do promo for it. She didn't really go on tour. She opened for Miley Cyrus for her Bangers tour, but also
so her album flopped in, but like a lot of people loved it. It was like critically huge, and now people are waiting for a next album. But you know why this person called to ask about her, right?
Is it probably because of Twin Peaks?
No, because last week, LA Weekly tweeted this awful thing the guy wrote. This piece of shit man wrote piece about her, and the tweet reads, "What slashes to guitar, Sky Ferreira is to looking hot," and then linked to this article that is essentially just like the biggest jerk off post about like how hot she is, which is totally tone deaf, totally awful. Everyone
it's like a perfect example of everything that like every misogynistic thing about music criticism.
And then her response, she went on kind of like a tweet storm about like her response was just like, she's like, I'm more than my sex appeal, and I'm not ashamed of those things. It's not calculated. I just like live my life. I spend too much time being frustrated by this type of bullshit that it took a toll on me on a personal level. I'm not a think piece. I'm not a fucking example. I'm glad that this is making people think and conversation is happening. So she, she went on like this, which is like totally earned,
Mm-hmm.
So that's why this caller is calling to ask about her.
But she's supposed to have a new album coming out. God knows when it's going to come out. It's supposed to be out this year. It might be out next year. Her cool thing, though, is that she is going to be in the new season of Twin Peaks when it comes out on whatever, Showtime or Netflix. David Lynch is apparently really obsessed with her.
It's funny because, like, so rarely does somebody call about somebody who's a Who, and we're both like, we love her. Like, she's our fave. Like, huge stans. Like, da-da-da.
Yeah, love her. Follow Sky on Twitter. She's great.
I mean, just go listen to that album.
Yeah, the album is so wonderful.
Hey, Who Weekly, it's Mark. Got a question for you, because there's a billboard right in front of me. What the fuck is Bill Simmons? Like, I know he's a sports thing, I get that, but I'm assuming maybe he was like a commentator or something in sports past. But, he has a new HBO show, but people fucking hate him. Like, I guess there's all this controversy about him, and I want to know what the drama was and why I should care. Also, don't say he's a them in the sports world because, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, he's a Who, but who is he? Oh my God, Zach and Quinn just walked into a bakery next to me. Anyway, you're welcome for the call. Bye.
I'll be quick. First of all, I hope
Bill Simmons is a white guy. We're done.
Have you?
Straight white guy, love sports. We're over. Done.
I will give you a quick bio of Bill Simmons. Bill Simmons is also known to sports fans as the sports guy. If you grew up in Boston or any surrounding area, you know about Bill Simmons. He covered Boston sports very prolifically in his early career. Then he became very well known because not only did he care about sports, he cared about pop culture. His wife got involved. She liked pop culture. He did too. They started a website for ESPN called Grantland. It lasted for a few years, was actually quite good. Then got shut down by the powers that be. Now Bill Simmons has a deal with HBO to have a show. That is why you're seeing him on billboards. They're trying to push him, and this show called Any Given Wednesday, which I have watched and I will refrain from having an opinion on, but if you want to read a good account on it, you should read Dan Daddario's write-up in Time magazine.
Oh, absolutely. You should read that.
Let's just say that he's very good at like podcasts and interviews. It doesn't really translate as well to this show at this point, but maybe it'll get better.
He has a very, how do we put this? Specific group of friends.
I was just going to say that. And a very specific group of fans.
Yes.
So the fans of Bill Simmons are fans of, and props to them. I appreciate a crossover fandom of sports and culture. Like, that is cool. You have all these like sports bros caring about The Bachelor. Great.
And also,
happy
a lot of really good writers have Bill Simmons as a boss.
Yes, totally. And now he runs a site called The Ringer along with his HBO show. And so there's a site called The Ringer that has a lot of good writers that has that Bill Simmons voice and tone if you are interested in it.
Yes. And now we have one more call.
Hey, this is Ashley, and I was just wondering, did we clear up, is Zika a Who or is Zika a them? Thank you.
Zika has, drumroll, Zika has graduated. Zika is a them.
What? Congratulations, Zika, you deadly disease. I do not want to talk about Zika anymore because we're getting offensive when we call it a who or a them at this point because it's fully
not
graduated.
Only a them, it's a world health emergency.
Yeah, like, oh my God. That's more than Demi Lovato could say.
Oh God, okay. Are we done?
I mean, if Zika doesn't come for us,
don't
we
forget to call us. We have so many calls. We are so sorry that we can't get through all our calls. But just know, I don't know if this is enough for you, but listening to your calls brings us so much joy. So even if we don't get your calls on the air, just know it's because we cannot make a podcast that is 3 hours long every week. But
we would like
thank you so much for calling. We'd love to. But keep calling us at 619-WHO-THEM, and we will get back to you on Monday.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you then.
I want to be famous.
Why is it that we don't hesitate to use our insurance benefits for physical health, but when it comes to therapy, we expect to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars out of pocket like it's normal? It shouldn't be that way. And thanks to Rula, it isn't anymore. Rula is an incredible platform that connects you with over 15,000 licensed therapists and psychiatrists who actually take your insurance. Because they partner with so many major networks, the average copay is a completely manageable $15. They make the matching process incredibly simple, giving you a curated list of providers based on your background and mental health goals. From therapy to medication management, they offer true end-to-end care with zero wait lists. Because there's nothing more annoying than paying all this money for insurance, and then you find a provider and they don't take it. Rula makes it easy to find a provider that takes your insurance so you don't have to deal with all that mess. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Thousands of people are already using Rula to get affordable, high-quality therapy that's actually covered by their insurance. If you want to join those thousands of people, visit rula.com/who to get started. That's RULA.com/who. You deserve mental health care that works with you, not against your budget.
Hey, it's Jen Hatmaker. Here's what I've learned in midlife. Joy isn't the reward you earn after all the work is done. Joy is the work. That's what this new series on For the Love is all about. The sacred yes. It's choosing delight, rest, and pleasure on purpose. Because saying yes to yourself, that's the thing that finally lets you fill your table with everybody else. Come find your sacred yes with me. Follow and listen to For the Love wherever you get your podcasts.
I got the classic question, one of my favorite questions. Love your pants, Quince. And I go, you know it.
Someone said Quince to you? Like question
kind of as
Quince?
a gag.
Damn.
Yeah, they're kind of joking because they listened to the podcast, but I was like,
rocks.
actually, they are Quince linen pants. I love them.
That rocks. I love that. I have this like gorgeous silk slip dress that I've been wearing kind of often. I mean, it is summer. And it got a compliment and I said, Miss Quince. And then I literally, you know, it's so funny, very me. If I get a compliment on something, I'm going, maybe I need another one. And I went to Quince and they had it in like polka dot, like tiny polka dot. And I said, well, I'm going to have to get that. And I got that.
I'm going to have to get that.
I just ordered it.
You know what? You know what you need from Quince? I know you have a lot of Quince, but we just rewatched My Best Friend's Wedding. You need to get one of their linen blazers.
Do they have a blazer? Let me look. Wait.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Quince has linen blazers.
Look at this.
You should get one.
Oh, maybe I should.
Add it to your Quincetoire. Right. It's their structured linen blazer. It's beautiful.
Okay, this Italian wool oversized blazer, though, I kind of need that, don't I?
Oh, hell yeah. Their 100% European linen collection features pieces that are lightweight, effortless to style, and start at just $32. Because Quince works directly with ethical factories and cuts out middlemen, everything is 50 to 80% less than similar brands. Plus, they offer elevated essentials for your home, from bedding and bath to kitchenware. Make your summer wardrobe feel easier. Go to quince.com/who for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/who for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/who.
I want to be famous.
Welcome to Who Weekly, the podcast where you'll learn everything you need to know about all the celebrities you don't. I'm Bobby Finger.
I'm Lindsay Weber.
And we'll see, this is the problem.
What?
This is the thing. I was looking for, I just have to, since I could not find the actual joke, I have to explain the joke, which is not as good as the joke, but this is all we've got, people.
Wait, so what is happening here?
Lindsay, listen, what I was going to do here, I'm doing the next best thing to actually putting in the joke, which is explain the joke. And the joke was...
Is this really the next best thing? I don't think so.
Lindsay, this is the next best thing. It was going to go, I'm Bobby Finger, then you were going to say, I'm Lindsay Weber. And then what I was hoping to find was a clip from the E! Golden Globes red carpet show in which someone said, I'm Ross Matthews, and I'm Karrueche Tran. But unfortunately, I couldn't find that video, so you're just going to have to imagine it. Because did you see the E-red carpet?
Yes, it was a mess.
With Ross and Karrueche?
I think that they just put anyone who was free on the E-red carpet. I don't even remember who was on the E-red carpet.
Well, Ross is always there. I don't understand why Karrueche was involved.
I was also watching the NBC red carpet, and they really just, I can't believe Al Roker was designated red carpet. They really just degrade people by putting them there.
I think it must be part of your contract. It's like, we're going to pay you so many millions of dollars every year to do this. Specifically the NBC people.
I just feel like Al Roker deserves better now. At this
Al
point.
Roker, it's so they're all so easy, and it's like a trip to LA, and he's making millions of dollars.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, but
it's a blizzard here. It's such good weather in LA right now.
I just, for me, Juliana Rancic and Al Roker are in different worlds. They are not, both deserving of the carpet treatment.
Yeah, but also different pay grades.
True.
And different levels of respect. Like if you were a celebrity, you'd rather talk to Al Roker than Juliana Rancic, right?
Clearly you won't, but that's what I'm saying, though. It's like these NBC executives are like, we got to get Al on the carpet. People love talking to Al. But to me, Al should be like, no, that is below my belt. I don't know.
There must be some nightmare clause in the contract that's like, you will do one garbage event per year. And it's like, it is whatever we say. It could be the Golden Globes. It could be the People's Choice. It could be the VMAs.
I mean, also, did you see that they had, instead of Billy Bush, they had Jenna Bush, who called Hidden Fences. And that was like the best thing ever.
So you're nominated for Hidden Fences. How cool is it? You said that this party's known for a little drinking. Are you thinking you're going to partake?
And she released a statement. She cried about it, and she said, "All I saw was the headline and the image of her crying." And she said, "I'm not perfect." Anyway, did you like the Golden Globes?
I didn't hate them.
I didn't hate them either.
I mean, I hated the first award given out. I hated, and then I was mad for a good 30 minutes, and then I got over it. And I hated Jimmy Fallon, but I feel like they didn't give him any screen time, so I loved it. He didn't do anything. Basically,
he didn't. Well, that's the thing. That's always the thing you are reminded of at every award show. The hosts don't really do that.
I know, but you kind of forget they're there, and you're happy, and then they show up, and you're like, stop.
Yeah, and then he pushed his singing shtick so hard, and man. That's so tired at this point.
I know.
Remember Idiot Boyfriend?
Yeah, and I kind of liked Idiot Boyfriend, so let's not even get started. I didn't hate it. Okay. Sorry, I have whatever. Anyways.
And now it's time for the first comment.
Okay. Oh my God. I had to literally pause the episode that I was just listening to. I've not finished it, but some child called in and asked who was Garth Brooks. I would just like to say that I am fucking a 30-year-old black woman, first of all. I do not listen to country. The only country song I know is the barbecue stain on my white t-shirt one that they played in commercials forever. And I fucking know who Garth Brooks is. So, yeah, don't fucking make excuses for that person. That's wrong. Okay, bye.
This person is not the only person to call and get really outraged at that person for not knowing who Garth Brooks is. There were a few other calls where people were very mad. And we were a little mad too. But we were a lot mad.
I think we were a lot mad.
I know, but my whole thing is that I respect that not everyone knows everyone as part of this, because if you just get mad at people who don't know people, it just ruins the whole...
You'd be mad the whole time. You're mad at
Sure,
everyone.
but it's the whole concept of who's and thems is this subjective, ever-changing, ever-evolving thing where... You're never going to know everyone and everything. And someone you think that everyone knows you, they don't know. Right. And that's what's fun is when you find out that somebody who is a them to you, no one knows who they are. It's charming, I think.
I mean, there's a whole generation of people to whom Bella Thorne is the biggest them in existence.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And we respect them.
Do we?
I guess. I don't know. They're babies. We don't have to respect them.
They're 8 years old. But yeah, Garth Brooks, I mean, that's just a tough one. We both agree with you clearly. Clearly.
Hi, Bobby. Hi, Lindsay. I was thrilled to hear Lindsay mention that the F-list New Year's Eve special she was Roku streaming was hosted by Jonathan Bennett from Mean Girls, because I went to high school with him. This is germane to my interests because he and I were the only two out gay people in our podunk hometown of Rossford, Ohio. And I know he was on a soap opera in the early aughts, and then he did Mean Girls. And then I think I saw him on an episode of Kathy Griffin's reality show. But what the hell has he been up to between now and then? Is he even a Who anymore, or is he nothing? I don't know. Do you know? Anyway, I love the show. Good for him, Bella Thorne. Bye.
Great call. I love personal anecdotes that are just factual, that aren't scandalous or funny. It's just oh, that's him. It just gives you a nice little window into this person's life.
I also didn't know that he was gay. So that's fun.
Yeah, that was a sort of I feel like that was a thing that was revealed a couple years ago, and everyone was like, can you believe it? Oh my God, Aaron Samuels is gay. But I don't think he was ever really in the closet, in Hollywood at least. I think he just wasn't famous enough for anyone to really care.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And to go off on that, he's still a who. If he had done absolutely nothing, he would be nothing.
I don't think so. I think if you have one iconic role, really iconic,
Hey, do you have a pencil I can borrow?
and you show up in vague situations, you can still be a who. I just, because the fact
that's what I'm saying.
Right.
So he's around enough to stay a who.
Sure.
Which isn't much.
He's doing, not that impressive things, but he's doing a bunch of things a year, which are various made-for-TV movies and, TV shows, weird TV shows, and Van Wilder prequels and sequels or whatever. But
he's doing a Food Network show, which is sort of a big deal. A lot of people watch Food Network. I watch Food Network. He's hosting Cake Wars.
Oh, that is a big deal. People like that show a lot.
People love competition cooking shows.
Right.
So do I.
Right.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, what's his name? Ted Allen has hosted Chopped for like 30 years.
Oh, I love Ted Allen.
Or whatever, 10 years. And I'm sure that you could make a tremendous living off of hosting a Food Network show and hosting a Food Network show only.
And hosting Roku Streaming's exclusive New Year's Eve bash.
Yeah, but that is funny because I didn't really look into his, current resume when you mentioned that. But now that I'm looking at it because of the caller, it makes sense that he would host the New Year's show. Like, he's still sort of around enough to host the low rent Roku streaming New Year's Eve show.
I mean, it was very, very, very
with Rachel
low
Platten.
rent. Right. Like, a lot of people were qualified to host that New Year's show,
Rachel Platten was there, right?
Yeah, she sang Imagine.
Okay, yeah, I guess I should have remembered that. Do you think that Hilarie's loss hurt Rachel's career? Do you think if we lived in the alternate timeline where Hilarie won, Rachel would have a leg up, or at least like a leg a little higher?
Okay, I don't think that Hilarie losing hurt her career, but I do think that if Hilarie won, it would have helped her career.
Yeah, I guess that's better. Yeah,
you know what I mean? I don't think it makes
that.
a difference, but I think if she had won, we would have remembered that Fight Song was such a big song for Hilarie, and it would have been a big deal.
We can move on to the next call, which is an actual call, which I love this call.
Hi, Who Weekly. It's Sam calling from New York. I just want to make sure that you're up to date on our favorite mommy blogger, Eva Marie Martino, who just announced on happily.eva.com that I guess her night nurse apparently fell asleep and dropped their month-old baby on the floor. That's not funny. I get that it's scary, but luckily the baby is recovering and seems to be fine. The funny part is just the way she announced it. So this happened on Thanksgiving, and she saved it for her New Year's Day blog post. She explains it's because she's afraid of judgment. And she wrote, I know that this news might reach many, and of those many, there will always be the people who say this accident was my fault. That if it had been me in there holding him instead of a night nurse, this never would have happened. That I deserve this for allowing my child to be in the care of somebody other than me. Well, let me tell you, the guilt I bore in the days and weeks after this accident was more intense and more damaging than anything I would wish on my worst enemy. Which is fine, whatever. But, I'm not judging her for having a night nurse. I'm just wondering what the fuck is going on in the Marie Martino household that they keep having incidents with their nannies and nurses. Yeah. Anyway, Eva's taking a couple weeks off from her busy blogging schedule to focus on her family, and she also diagnosed herself with PTSD because of her own instinct, but I kind of don't even want to get into that, so I just hope they all feel better soon. Anyway, love the podcast, long-time listener, and good form Bella Thorne lesbian. Bye.
Bye.
Good form Bella Thorne lesbian. You remember when those people last week?
Jesus. God. Oh my God. I love that throwback.
Great call.
It's a really good call. But to answer your first question, or it wasn't even a question.
What was
when
it?
You asked, when he asked, I just want to make sure you're up to date on your Eva Marie Martino news. We are always up to date on our Eva Marie Martino news. It's like how Google Chrome updates automatically. Like, you don't have to restart. We are constantly auto-updating
Bobby
on
gets,
Eva
when
Afternoons.
she blogs, Bobby gets a push notification to his brain.
No, I don't even get a, I
bypasses.
don't even get a push notification. It's just there. It's just suddenly
there.
part of my memory. Like, new cells are created in my brain, and then the memory is etched onto the soul, and it's perfect.
Technology is crazy these days.
I know. My Eva Amuri app.
So
my Eva
I
Amuri,
actually
whatever.
do need to, like, let's just, the caller did a great job with this. I do need like a little bit of a clarification here. So another nanny fucked up.
Well, they had to get a new nanny when the other nanny. The
first
original nanny was the day nanny.
So the day nanny is the one that sexted her husband, and they were like, absolutely not. And then she docks the day nanny and kicked and her husband.
Didn't even sex the husband.
Oh,
was texting the friend about how the husband was hot,
right.
and then but accidentally sent it to, which sounds like she did it on purpose. But I don't know if I believe most of her stories. But we'll save that. Keep going.
Okay, so point being, didn't sex the husband, wanted to sex the husband, didn't sex the husband, got fired. Eva Marie Martino made a huge deal of that. Then Eva Marie Martino has another baby and has a night nurse, which, by the way, is the bougiest fucking thing. I'm sorry if you know you know about this stuff, but having a night nurse is like the richest person's brag I've ever, whatever. So the night nurse drops the baby at some point, and it's like bad enough where they
fell asleep while holding the baby.
Well, it was a night nurse. It was at night. She was tired.
I mean, if you're the night nurse,
your one job is to
your
stay
schedule.
awake. Your one job is to stay awake. Yeah. No, it's true. You have one job. Drops the baby, and Eva Marie Martino basically writes a blog post that's like, it's my fault because I should be with my baby all the time. I mean, again, both of us not parents.
The baby's fine.
No,
we have to reiterate.
Babies.
Right. We have to reiterate the baby is completely fine. She goes on to say, like, oh, we went to the doctor and I was so nervous that the baby was going to die, but then they did the x-rays, but the baby is fine.
The baby is fine.
The thing I wanted to say was, I thought this blog from the very beginning, I was like, this blog is too much. Because number one, it's an issue with the nanny. And she has to call out that it's the nanny.
Another issue.
Number two, she says, which I don't know, is less about like me questioning this series of events and more about me just being like eyes emoji at Eva Amuri all the time. She begins by saying, or in the middle, so why didn't I share this when it happened? And then she goes on and gives like these, very sad parental reasons about how she had to process it. She wasn't sure if it was her fault or not, blah, blah, blah. She was upset. She was depressed. But then she never explains. There's never a follow-up where she says, so why am I sharing it now?
Mm-hmm.
There's never any reason. She's still just like, once I read these things and I'm still like, you just want the headline, Eva.
Yeah.
You want that headline so bad.
Why am I sharing it now? Content?
You remember how sweet those headlines were whenever your other nurse, your day nurse, wanted to fuck your husband.
I mean, who is on the Eva Marie Martino blog beat? I mean, I just want to know who is out there, getting this RSS feed sent right to their Google Reader, RIP, their whatever reader, and, going right to their editor and being like, Eva Marie Martino has a new blog post, and we definitely need to aggregate. We definitely need to pick it up.
This is purely a gut instinct. I just like, there's something about her. She's very verbose. These things go on a long time. I feel like we're missing some details. I'm not saying she's lying. I feel like she's leaving a lot of stuff out about this nurse and about what happened. And that's I don't know. That's just my gut reaction.
Wow, are you an Eva Marie Martino truther? Sounds like you. You need to know the truth.
Maybe, but like it is sort of strange that she has her two biggest media stories involve like nurses fucking up. Like you would think that if you fucked up on your first nurse hire, you would more properly vet the next nurse,
I mean,
more thoroughly vet, excuse me.
Or, just actually don't have these nannies or something if you're so not.
I also love that she capitalizes night nurse.
Why?
Like night nurse is a proper name. If it had been me in there holding him instead of night nurse, like night nurse as a character in a movie, like some Marvel character. Emma Stone as night nurse.
Okay, all right.
Hi, Lindsay and Bobby. My name is Kirby. I have been a fan for about 3 weeks now because my friend Rachel told me to listen to your podcast, and she kept referring to people as who's and thems, and I was like, that's great. What are you talking about? And then she told me that I needed to call and tell you about how Chrissy Teigen inadvertently, not hooked us up, but had me, what am I saying? I'm so nervous for some reason now on the phone, but set up me and my boyfriend on Twitter, which I will say for another phone call, but I'm calling because I just watched the Golden Globes, and I have 2 questions for you. First of all, did we know that Jeffrey Dean Morgan was dating or actually is married to Hilarie Burton from One Tree Hill? I had no idea until Just Jared posted a photo on Instagram, and I saw that he was with her, and I was kind of blown away. And then I obviously Googled it, and apparently they've been married for a little while, and they have a son together, and he's 6 years old. So Jensen Ackles from Supernatural set them up. I don't know. Are we supposed to know this? I just thought it was a little weird, but also really cool. Good for them. Okay. Anyways, I took this as a Facebook group as well, but wanted to come to you guys since you're the authorities. So thanks for making me laugh, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.
What a great Chrissy Teigen story. You should call again and give us the full story, even if we don't play it. I
need to hear that story. No, I need to hear the story. Yeah. Personally need to hear the story. Even if you don't want us to play it, just we call and tell us the story and be like, don't play this, but here's the story.
Put a disclaimer. We're fine.
Sorry to everyone listening who actually wants to hear the story. It's just for us.
It's just for us. Unless you want us to share it, that's fine. But we would never share something if you did not give us permission.
But if it's also a bad story, then I'm still not going to. It has to also be a good story. You know what I mean?
Quality control. So Jeffrey Dean Morgan, I did not know that he and Hilarie Burton were together until the Golden Globes.
I didn't know either, which is crazy because this is totally up my alley. It's very old loves, very random coupling, and they've been together for a long time. So I'm just really surprised this didn't come across my radar. Maybe it's because I definitely don't pay attention to anything these two have ever been in.
It's like,
aside
how
from
often
him,
do we see them?
Well, when he was
in the tabloids,
the last time I cared about him was when he was on Grey's Anatomy as Denny. We've talked about him before because he has a twin in Hollywood, which is he has the exact same face as Javier Bardem. But when we talked about him last time, and I said I care about Jeffrey Dean Morgan because he was Denny, and that's the last time I cared about him. Him and Hilarie Burton were not together when he was on Grey's Anatomy, but since then they have gotten together, and they have a kid, and they're married.
They have a kid. They're married. Questionably married.
No,
they are
married.
For sure married.
They're married. Yeah.
Okay. I thought there was some weird thing about the only reason we know they're married is because he referred to her as his wife, but there was they weren't on the cover of People when they got married.
They've been together for over 7 years, says this article, but I guess they both were married. They both
says Just Jared Jr.
No, I'm reading a worse website, which is fame10.com, and and so I trust them because Fame10. So he was married and she was married, and this is their second marriage. Their second marriage.
Imagining myself reading Fame 7 and I'm getting questionable information. It's they've only been married for 4 years. What?
Fame 10 has 10 things I didn't know about Hilarie Burton and Jeffrey Dean Morgan's relationship. And honestly, I didn't know any of these things. Number 10 is they love candy. I didn't know that. Why don't I should I just go through this list? Because
go through, please. If they're all as good as I love candy, we're in for a treat.
Well, 10 is I love candy. And the reason they love candy is because they co-own a candy shop. So it's not just that they were photographed having candy. They literally own a candy shop.
Wow, that's 2 things that I just learned on one bullet point.
Can
Incredible.
You believe
I love
it?
Fame 10.
I feel like Fame 10 is the best website in the whole world because Us Weekly would say they love candy and it'd be one time they ate candy. This is literally they own a candy shop.
Or it would have a bolded bullet and no regular body copy underneath that.
Okay.
10, they love candy.
Wait.
9.
Wait, can I read you this description? It gets wilder every sentence. Okay.
There's more about the candy?
Oh my God, just wait. Despite being beloved stars, the two live a very low-key life and actually co-own a candy store in Rhinebeck, New York called Samuel's Sweet Shop.
It's in Rhinebeck?
Yes.
We should go.
I know. I'd love to go to this candy store. Ready? It gets better. After the passing of the owner, Morgan and Burton, and fellow actor Paul...
Wait, I've been there! Oh my God!
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Sorry, go on. Sorry.
What was that? You've been there?
Yes, I've been there. I bought so much candy when I was there.
Excuse me.
Go on.
Okay. After the passing of the owner, Morgan and Burton, fellow actor Paul Rudd and his wife Julie and their friend Andy and his wife all bought the store. So he co-owns a candy shop, or they co-own a candy shop with fucking Paul Rudd.
Oh my God, I've been there. It's the cutest candy shop, and it's across from this really good
How did you have
Like
no
cafe.
idea that it was owned by Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Hilarie Burton and Paul Rudd and his wife Julie?
I went there because it was the cute, like, I was like, what is this? Because I love candy. Our listeners must know I love candy. And I was in Rhinebeck, which is the cutest fucking town upstate, like on the Hudson. Oh my God, big candy fan. So when I saw this Samuel Sweet Shop, I was like, well, that looks great. Gotta go in there. And was told that it was like famous and old. Like when you go to like a famous old cute candy shop, you don't assume it's owned by Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Well, clearly the owner died and they
it's called
loved it and bought
Samuel's.
it. I love it. Why isn't it called?
I don't know any famous people named Samuel aside from that guy from Florence Foster Jenkins.
It should literally just be called Hilarie Burton, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Paul Rudd and his wife Julie's Candy Store, because that would get me to go in it immediately. That's number 10. We're only at 10. We need to move on.
Sorry. Oh my God, I just can't believe I've been there. That's crazy.
All right.
Lindsay, I bought so much candy.
I believe it. You love candy. That's our listeners must know you love candy. Okay. Number 9 is equally good, which is crazy because we're only at number 9. Let me just read you a little bit of it. Despite a 16-year age difference between the two stars, mutual friends of the pair thought Burton and Morgan would get along great, so they set them up in a blind date in 2009. The pair met thanks to Morgan's former Supernatural star Jensen Ackles, who is a total who just so happens to be married to Danielle Harris, who starred on One Tree Hill with Burton. In an interview, Morgan explained, I happen to be blah, 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 who cares? Point being, they were set up by Supernatural Jensen Ackles' wife, who was on One Tree Hill.
Wild.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Right? Crazy.
That's wild.
Crazy. And also, Jeffrey Dean Morgan was on Supernatural.
I mean, it seems like everyone's been on Supernatural. The show's been on for like 12 years.
That's true. It'll be on for enough years that every actor has been on it, so it's like Law and Order, you know? Okay. Number 8 is Fast Love. That's kind of boring. They just got together fast. Who cares? Number 7 is Going Public. They made their first appearance together as a couple on April 20th, 420, at the premiere for Morgan's film, The Losers. Great. Number 6 is Past Loves, which I told you they both have been married before. Number 5 is Marriage. And I think
Marriage?
But I think they did get married. In 2014, there were reports that the couple married. But there was no confirmation.
Reports.
But he calls her his wife, so they're married. Number 4 is Baby News. They had a baby in 2010. His name is Gus. Number 3 is Being Parents. Name. So they just are parents. Number 3 and number 4 are the same, guys. Come on. Number 2 is The Farm. They have a farm.
Oh, they have a farm. Where's the farm? In New York?
They brought a farm near Rhinebeck. Yes, they have a farm.
We bought a farm.
Oh,
Rhinebeck is so cute.
When the first weekend we met, we daydreamed, hey, I want to own a farm. I want to own a shop. And now we live in this beautiful little town. We have a farm and a shop. Wow, aren't you guys lucky that you're rich? Number 1 is the best. Wait, number 1 is the best. Are you ready for number 1?
Lay it on me.
Similar careers.
Wait. In what world are two actors, how does that mean they're just similar? Why doesn't it say identical careers?
Well, let me read you the very long and unnecessary description, which is...
Oh my God.
Although they didn't meet till 2009, the two have funny similarities in their careers. First of all, the pair were both stars in the beloved CW shows. Jeffrey Dean Morgan starred in Supernatural as John Winchester for 12 episodes. Meanwhile, Hilarie Burton starred in One Tree Hill as Peyton Sawyer. Then they coincidentally both had stints on Grey's Anatomy. Oh, I don't remember her. Whatever. Morgan appeared as Denny Duquette and Burton appeared as Dr. Lauren Boswell. Okay, that's a lie. Finally, the pair also appeared in the series Extant with Morgan in 13 episodes.
Extant.
Burton was
Halle
in
Berry,
6 and helped the pair because Morgan was hesitant to take the role, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? So, yes, they have similar careers.
Wow.
Which is crazy because that's they're both actors. They have the same career.
They have the same career, yes.
Wow, that's a crazy list. Fame 10 is the best website on the internet.
I don't think we've ever learned more from a blank things you don't know about blank than we just learned here.
I would like to shout out the author of this article, Talisa Carter, who went above and beyond.
God.
She could have written, very much not this.
She could have written a lot of garbage and people still would have clicked on it, but little did they know they were in for actual education.
I feel like Us Weekly needs to get their hands on Talisa Carter. Don't you think?
Oh, she would be a huge asset. Oh my God, she needs to fix whatever the hell they are doing on that website.
If she did the top 10 things you didn't know, there'd be actual things.
Yeah.
Anyways, Now you know 10 things. I mean, arguably there's like 8 because she repeated a lot, but 8 good things.
8 good things is more than the 1.5 you get from us weekly.
Very true, very true.
I want to be famous.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform that helps you stand out and succeed online. Whether you're starting fresh or leveling up, Squarespace has everything you need to claim your domain, build a professional website, grow your brand, and even get paid all in one place.
Obviously, we use our Squarespace for contact form. It's the easiest way for people to contact us. Even though I think our email address is quite easy to remember, whoweekly.us is much easier to remember than even that. So a lot of our contact comes from the form there. We love to see where the listeners are coming from via the analytics. And it's very important to be able to embed our show, embed our press, embed our book links, like everything we want to extend the podcast into is very easy to put into our website because the Squarespace, specifically their UI, is a breeze.
Sometimes I just open our website to see if the latest episode posted because I'm just like, I know it's embedded in the page. And it
always does.
It's the easiest way to see kind of what's going on with our podcast is going to whoweekly.us.
If you are a creative, a consultant, or run any kind of business, if you sell stuff, you can showcase your offerings beautifully, send invoices, even schedule appointments, all without juggling multiple tools. It's seamless, it's simple, and it keeps everything under one roof. Let's talk about design. Squarespace gives you cutting-edge tools to create stunning, one-of-a-kind websites. You don't need to know how to code. You don't need to be a graphic designer. It's all just there for you. They have award-winning templates, and you can get a fully customized site that fits your brand perfectly in just a few clicks. If you're ready to get started, head to squarespace.com/who for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, use offer code WHO to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. I'm trying to think of a nice way to start this because this is a July ad for Helix, and what are we doing in July? We're traveling a lot. I'll be away from my home bed for part of that.
Home bed.
And that sucks because my home bed is kind of perfectly calibrated to my body and my preferences.
Yeah, what will you do away from your home bed for that long?
I will suffer. You know what? I'll suffer. This is an ad. The way in for this ad is I will be without my Helix for some nights in July.
Yeah.
And I will be mad. Because I love how I sleep on my Helix. I have it's all perfect for me. And it helps me wake up relaxed. It helps me not wake up in the middle of the night, which is important.
Did you know that a Helix study showed that 82% of participants saw an increase in their deep sleep cycle?
I did know that, and I believe it. Helix helps you sleep better by offering over 20 mattress models tailored to your exact body type and preferences. As the most awarded mattress brand by experts like Forbes and Wired, it's a total no-brainer. You get a 120-night sleep trial, a limited lifetime warranty, and their Happy with Helix guarantee ensures completely risk-free returns. So go to helixsleep.com/who for 27% off site-wide. That's helixsleep.com/who for 27% off site-wide. Make sure you enter our show name, Who Weekly, after checkout so they know we sent you. helixsleep.com/who.
So I have a friend who is one of my neighbors, right? Lives down here with me and is obsessed with vintage shopping, going up to Long Island and going to those places that have all the vintage clothes and the thrill of the chase of good clothes, kind of looking for gems, right?
Right.
I told her, oh, did you know we have an ad for Whatnot? And she was like, oh my God, I love Whatnot. I love Whatnot because there's so much good stuff on there and it's a live shopping app. So you get entertained while you shop. The sellers go live 24/7 to answer your questions and show you items up close. And you also get narrative stories. Like Laura from Sex Unique Podcast, shout out to Laura, has a show on Whatnot that you could go watch every week. And she's selling stuff, but also she's spinning a yarn, as they say. She's telling a tale. All the clothing comes with a story. And she's an entertainer. It gives Stacey Rush, if you know what I'm talking about.
It gives Stacey Rush, yeah.
Right?
I think making shopping entertaining is iconic.
The app is pure magic because you almost never pay full price on premium brands. You can buy vintage Levi's denim jackets for $35. You can buy beautiful vintage jeans. I'm trying to think of things that I've seen on there. Old vintage tees, band tees, all that stuff. So download Whatnot today and get $20 off and free shipping on your first purchase. Search Whatnot, WHATNOT in the App Store. Sign up and start finding the best deals on the products you love with $20 off and free shipping on your first purchase.
I want to be famous.
Hi, Who Weekly. I am catching up on all the Golden Globes stuff and watching Donald Glover's acceptance speeches. And in one of them, he says his baby and his baby mama, I guess. He thanks them. And I was like, oh, Donald Glover has a baby. And who is the mother? And I Google her, and her name does not exist. Us Weekly doesn't know who she is. The Daily Mail doesn't know who she is. There's a Bustle article that's like, this is one private couple. And just wanted to know, like, how rare is it that, like, obviously the Dems can have girlfriends, but if her name isn't even on Google, like, are there any other examples of that? I don't know. I just feel like that's kind of crazy. All right. Thanks.
I thought this was super interesting because from what I remember when it came out that he had a kid, it was like months after it happened. So they were even late to release this information, or that it didn't get to them. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that they live in Atlanta, mostly.
Yeah.
They're
not like in, yeah.
But I think also there are maybe some favors happening because there are pictures of her, but we don't know her name. Somebody clearly knows who she is and knows her name. Course. And if they did a little bit of reporting, they could find out her name. But
she's not like shrouded in these photographs.
No,
it's like them like at the grocery store, and then there's her full face.
That's why I don't feel bad about being like, who's this girl? Who's this girl? Because one, he thanked her, and two, her face is out there. She's been photographed. She leaves her house and whatever. But I think it's very, very, very interesting that no one, you're right, has published her name. I wonder why. And I can't really think of can you think of other like times this has happened, or other?
Not identical to this, where you are seeing the face of the person, and it's crazy because usually gossip reporters want to know that immediately. Like, that's the story, to be the first person to identify it.
Right.
But it does remind me of the January Jones situation, and how January Jones has the son and never revealed who the father is, and like will never reveal who the father is. And she's done this for a while now. Like, it's just part of her story that, like, she's never going to tell anyone who the father is because it's no one's business.
Right.
But I can't think of an example where this woman, where like one half of a relationship was photographed frequently with the famous person and no one knew who that person was.
I mean, his profile is pretty big, so that's why I'm just kind of surprised. It's not like he came out of nowhere and now she's going to be named. It's like when it was reported that she had her baby. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because the article is surprised Donald Glover and his girlfriend welcomed their child together earlier this year. An insider confirms because it's like they didn't even know when she had it. They weren't even paying attention to him.
He was just being photographed with a baby, and it was like, wait, is that his baby? And then a few days later, it was like,
it's his baby.
Yeah, that's his baby.
His publicist was like, that's his baby. Yes, that is his baby.
That's all you're getting.
I mean, there must be maybe some kind of insider can call and explain this to us as to why no one is reporting it out, because you're pretty shameless. They would report it out if they had the information, I think, or they would just say that's her name. There must be some reason.
Yeah.
You know? Anyways.
I don't know. Maybe they're going to give someone an exclusive later. I don't know. Maybe they're just saving it for an exclusive. Who knows?
That's weird, though.
But that's not very Donald Glover-y to do that. So.
No. So... we didn't really answer your question that well.
We don't know who she is, but I mean, we answered the question in saying that yes, no one knows who she is. I
mean, there are plenty of actors in the past who've had kids with anonymous partners, and women who have not named their kid's dad and decide to keep it a secret. Or I mean, this is the whole like Ronan Farrow thing, right? Like who's the dad?
Lindsay, his dad is Woody Allen. Everyone knows it. It's just Woody Allen. That's the fact.
Sure it is.
That's the fact.
Sure it is.
That's the fact.
Sure it is.
Hey there. So I may be an atypical listener of yours, and that I'm a huge fan of Who Weekly, but I'm also a huge sports fan in general. So that leads me to my question. So I don't really watch a lot of Dancing with the Stars, but I watch enough Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune, so sometimes I'll catch the very beginning of the show. And one thing that's always fascinated me is that the contestants will kind of be the whoiest people, and then there will be like some really, really, really good MVP caliber professional athletes. I think recently they had like Antonio Brown and Von Miller, who are like all pro players among the best of their position, and they're competing against, actresses who starred on an ABC Family series 10 years ago. I guess I was surprised that A-list professional athletes are at the same rung as D-list celebrities in terms of doiness. So I guess my question is, what does it take for an athlete to reach the them level? I'm assuming it's not actual skill, since probably more people know who Rita Ora is than Mike Trout or Sidney Crosby or Clayton Kershaw, Matt Ryan. Pretty sure that 90% of the professional athletes my wife knows are because they were romantically involved with like Kardashian or Housewives. So anyway, love the show. Just curious what you think. All right, bye.
First of all,
I'll tell you what I think.
Can I just say shout out all the straight male listeners out there that think they're the atypical listeners of Who Weekly, but aren't? I mean, we've already admitted time and time again our sports knowledge is lacking, and we will one day get have someone come on here and school us. But for now, you're right. But what I love about this call so much is that you're so right. Dancing with the Stars definitely has these big sports names, and compared to the other people, they're way more famous in the context of sports.
Yeah, and even as recently as which gymnast won this year?
Oh, Laurie Hernandez.
Laurie Hernandez, like the biggest Olympians, the biggest American Olympians.
Right, but she's side by side with I forget who else.
I can't even remember. But people who are like Robert Herjavec and like Misha Barton.
Right.
So it's basically, it is funny that we've never noticed this.
But there is something, and you've pointed it out in your call, where the talent of a sports star has nothing to do with their celebrity status at all. Never. It helps.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It helps. But in terms of breaking beyond the people that actually watch sports, I mean, I'm never going to hear about a sports star because they're good. I'm never going to. Sorry. That's not going to happen for me. You know?
Yeah. Well, there's always a good sports star.
Well, I'm going to hear about them because they had a scandal, or they did an ad for something I watch, or, they were in a movie randomly.
Yeah, you only hear about them when the media coverage surrounding them leaves the traditional location for that media. Like when news leaves, like transcends sports news.
Yeah. I mean, they have to have like a good narrative. But also, do you think that maybe this has something to do with the fact that a sports star's career can be shorter than,
Oh, like sports people retire in like their 30s and 40s.
Or, you have these Olympians who only do shit every 4 years or something. So in between, it's like, well, got to do Dancing with the Stars.
Or even seasonal sport. Like,
sure,
sportsmen only compete for, a couple months out of the year. I mean, I guess they're practicing.
Right. So you have this hilarious thing where Dancing with Stars is Where Are They Nows, which are Who's, and sports stars who are in between their shit, like where they have nothing to do.
That is, I think, more important than we might be. I'm sorry, I always play with stuff on my desk.
I know, and
Lindsay
you drop
gets mad.
shit, and you can hear it in the episodes.
But I think the fact that the windows that sports people are available are larger than the windows actors are available,
sure,
who are probably doing more little things throughout the year, and then you have to like squeeze them. Because how often do people like bail out of X reality show or Y movie because of scheduling conflicts?
True.
Like sports people have pretty consistent schedules throughout the year. They can plan ahead much easier.
Also, I thought of
that.
something else. Ready for this? This is totally obvious.
Tell me. Oh my God, tell me.
Sports stars are athletic, and they are more confident that they can maybe win Dancing with the Stars, right? So you have a higher percentage of sports people who are like, I'm athletic, I could totally do that, and I could train, and I have the willpower and the skill to do it, and they do a lot of the time. I mean, all the Olympians always win, and they always go far. I mean, I think Ryan Lochte was like one of the biggest failures because he was just very not coordinated, it turns out, even though he's strong and good at swimming. But a lot of them do very well because they are good at sports.
And I think in the same way, like, whereas a Lindsay Lohan or a Misha Barton or another kind of previously bright star in Hollywood might use it as a tool to make a comeback, I think sports people might, maybe I'm wrong, but use it to become more famous, just more famous across the aisle.
Yeah. And also they want to win because they're sports people and they're competitive. They want to win.
But it is really like we're never going to get Meryl Streep on Dancing with the Stars. We're never going to get Denzel Washington on Dancing with the Stars.
I mean, cross your fingers.
But
never say never.
But yeah, I'm looking through the lists of famous sport people on Dancing with the Stars, and I recognize most of these names.
Do you?
There's like real people, like Apollo Ono.
Anyways, we should move on.
Yeah, wow, we talked about sport a long time.
Yeah.
Long sport chat. Our last two calls.
Well, let's just Bobby put out the call for You've Got Mail 2 sequel ideas, pitches that we're going to steal and turn into real movies. We got a bunch of good ones. We should spread them out over a few weeks. So I want to play like 1 or 2.
I'm going to play 1 and 2.
Hi, Bobby and Lindsay. So I've actually thought about the plot for You've Got Mail 2 before. In fact, I'd like to read you a Facebook post I wrote in 2012. It's about time for Hollywood's remake/sequel of You've Got Mail. In the newest version, Joe Fox's Aunt Annabelle, who's now all grown up, struggles to keep the once giant corporate retailer afloat, all while falling in love with Jeff Bezos' adopted Chinese daughter over Instagram photos of pets and food. Let me know what you think. Good form, Bella Thorne. Bye.
Oh, wow. Fantastic. Fantastic.
I love it.
I love it.
Lindsay, who quiz? Do you remember the actress who played Annabelle? Remember the name?
Fuck, because we got it wrong, and then we got it right.
Wrong, and then we got it right.
No idea what's her name.
Hallie Hirsch. Well, Hallie Hirsch Martin. She's she lives off the grid now.
Right.
Remember? She lives in the woods.
Who did we think it was?
We thought she was Alexa Pena Vega.
Oh, right.
Moving on.
Hi, Lindsay and Bobby. This is Linnea. And I have 2 things for you. One, last night my boyfriend and I watched The Meddler at your behest, and it was very, very good. It's free right now to watch on Xfinity on demand. So if you have Xfinity, you can watch it for free, and it's awesome. The second thing is I have a plot for You've Got Mail 2, which is it's like years later, and Tom Hanks is like, the thrill is gone. So he goes on to Tinder with a fake profile, and starts looking up people, and he finds a girl on there he likes, and he starts talking to her, and then like hijinks or whatever. And then at the end of the movie, he finds out it was Meg Ryan under a false profile as well. Wouldn't that be good? A lot better than ebooks. Anyways, love the podcast. Good form, Bella Thorne. Bye.
I really like that one.
That's cute.
That's really cute.
Tom Hanks
I like
on Tinder is a great concept.
Also, Xfinity users, get on that. Get on that. You know, my mom watched The Meddler recently, and she didn't really like it that much. What? Mother, if you are listening to this podcast, I know you listen to some episodes, but if you are listening to this podcast, just know that when you told me that, I said,
I'm so mad.
I did not tell you that I was very upset, but I am very upset that you didn't like it as much as I did.
I'm so upset. Between my mom pissing in the street and your mom not liking The Meddler, it's truly we need to do some real...
we have to have an intervention with our mothers.
I'm mad. Okay, so we've gone on so long. That is the end of this episode. Thank you so much for your calls, per usual.
Don't forget to rate us and review us on iTunes. We love you, and we'll see you next week.
Later. Bye.
You will dream it.
Yo, they wanna know. Hey. Come on. Hey. I want to be famous.
Because I love candy. Our listeners must know I love candy.